Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday, the 5th of February 2023. I hope you are keeping well, keeping warm if you're in freezing cold temperatures that are in various places, especially in the North America, and keeping cool if you're here in Thailand. And actually, it has just stopped raining. So you might hear some dripping sounds of water dripping off the roof and around the garden and stuff like that, off of the trees in the background. Right, and the Observer has just arrived. Well, I've just seen it anyway. It was very late today. Now, the Observer Sudoku puzzle doesn't classify itself in terms of difficulty, so I never know what to say about this game. And whether I should explain the rules of Sudoku. I'm just having a quick glance through it. You know, I have a feeling this might be a tough one, but that's a total guess. I have absolutely no idea, but I don't know. We'll see anyway. But I think I will explain the rules in case it turns out to be easier than expected. I wanted to mention something this morning. I've forgotten what it was. It was about... Yes, I know what it was about. It was about an article in either the Observer or yesterday's Guardian. I'm not sure which. About I think a Canadian girl that won. I think it was 40-something million on a lottery. But the annoying thing was, it said on her first ticket, a first ever lottery ticket. You know. And this annoys me so much, this kind of stuff, because, it's often been said, and I'm sure you may have heard it before, that the lottery is a tax on the mathematically illiterate, innumerate, I should say, I guess. People who know nothing about mathematics are likely to buy lottery tickets. Now, I'm not against people buying them if they understand the minuscule chances involved, but unfortunately people often don't really understand the odds or whatever, and it really doesn't help. I'm okay. People can do what they want to do in their own with their own lives, etc. But they have to understand what it really means when you buy a lottery ticket, that you don't really stand a chance in hell. And if you understand that and you're still willing to go ahead, okay, go ahead. If you really understand it, that's fine. But it doesn't help when newspapers like The Guardian say, oh, she bought it on her first time, as though it makes any difference, as though you buy a lottery ticket this week and you don't win. Oh, next week you buy another lottery ticket, and the next week, and then after 30 years, well, this week you must win because the chances are greater. No, the chances are exactly the same each week. It doesn't matter if it's the first ticket you bought or the 5,000th ticket you've bought. The chances are the same. I'm talking about one ticket per lottery, of course. Oh, anyway, rant over. Please be careful when it comes to understanding about the mathematics involved in games of chance. This is not a game of chance. This is a game of skill and logic. So shall we play it? In case you've never played Sudoku before, a very quick précis of the rules. We have 9 squares across here, and we fit numbers 1 to 9 in each of these squares. And we have the same here, but in this row here, we already have 2 digits placed. So up there, we've got 9 digits to place. Here we have 7 digits to place. Numbers 1 to 4 and 6 and 8 and 9 all have to fit in here. Now, we do exactly the same thing with these columns. Every column has 9 squares, and we fit numbers 1 to 9 there. And then we have these smaller blocks where we can fit 1 to 9. Got it? Okay. It's not tricky to understand the rules, I think. Now, I'm going to start with the 2's blocking across like this. What does it mean? It means 2 forbids any other 2 across this row. This 2 forbids 2's across this row. And we have a 2 blocking down here, so we know that the 2 has to fit there. Now, I can see that the 3 and the 8 and the 3 and the 8 in this row, 3 and 8 block across here and 3 and 8 block across here. So I know that 3 and 8 have to be in these 2 squares here, because 3 and 8 are in this block and this block already. So we've got ourselves a pair of 3 and 8. Will it do us any good? I have no idea, but at least I know that 3 and 8 are there. In the meantime, I've seen something else, so I shall forget that for now and say that 4s block across like that, and I can place a 4 there. That might be more useful. I don't know. Right, back again. 3 and 8. Now let's see. So what we're looking for, 5. We have 5 blocking down here, so we know 5s are going to be in this square and these 2 squares here, right? 6. We have 6 blocking across here, and 6 down here, and this is 3 and 8. So this has got to be our 6. So now when the 5 blocks down here, we know that that is our 5. And this will be the other number, which is not 3 or 8. It's got to be 7. Hope that made sense if you're new to Sudoku. Now, 7 blocking down here puts 7 into one of these 2 squares. I can't say which, but that 7 will then block up here, the eventual 7 that we place. And that will give us a 7 there. So 7 blocks across these rows like that. And that places a 7 just so. Now, this 7 blocks all of these 3 squares. Remember, a number can only appear in its block once. 7 blocks this square, 7 blocks this square, and 7 blocks this square. So in this row, we have just one available slot where we can place a 7. So it must go there. Well, I can see 3, 4, and 5. But okay, let's do the 5 first of all. We got 5 blocking across. In fact, I didn't need that. 5 blocking up, 5 blocking down. Let's put the 5 there. And I can see 3 and 4 blocking across here. So I know that 3 and 4 must be in those squares there. And that's going to leave me with something else. Whatever's left. Whatever's left is a 9. I could have just said 9 blocks that square and look for the missing square along here. It would have given me the same information, of course. 6 is our last square to complete the series of 1 to 9 in that row. We have 6s blocking up and across here. That's going to give us a 6 in that square. We take 6s across like this, and we've got 1 up here. That's going to put a 6 plumb in the middle of that particular block. And that's about all I can do with the 6s. Now actually we have a 3 blocking across here, so I can place the 3 here and the 4 in that square there. Now we have 4 going up here and 4 going up here, so that will give me a 4 up here. Let's look down at the bottom and see what's missing. Oh, I almost said a 5. No, it's not a 5. It's an 8, isn't it? Right, and so the last digit here is a 3. Oh, of course, yeah, I've forgotten about my 8 and 3 blocking across there. Do you know I'd forgotten about it already? That shows how short my memory is. Never mind. It's done now. This is 2 and 8, I believe. Right, 2 and 8 over here. Does it help us? Not much over there. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay. Right, what's missing over here? 2 is one of our missing digits, so 2 blocks across here, and we'll place our 2 there. And the missing digit now, the only one left, is an 8. So 8 fits there. Now 1 blocks this square here, and 1 blocks this square here, so that's going to give us a 1 in that square there. Now our 7 and 9 block down here. In fact, the 9 blocking down here and 9 blocking across here means that we can place the 9 there. And now the 7 blocking down there means we can get the 7 there. And then we can finish off with a 5. And now there's just one empty square up here, and that will be a 2. Now we have 2 blocking up here and 2 across here like this. So that gives us a 2 in that square. Now I think we can get 2s all the way across here and up. And up. And is this the final 2? Yes, that was the final digit 2. Now there's something missing from here. It's an 8, isn't it? I think I did say that earlier, but I'd forgotten again, as is usual. Ah, look, we're just one number missing here, and that's a 1. So we'll place that. Now we have 1 across here, 1 down, 1 up, so we know that has to be a 1. 4 blocks across here like this and 4 blocks up here, so that would be a 4. 4 goes up here and across here, so that gives me a 4 there. 4 across here, and there's 1 up there, gives me a 4 there. 1 number missing here. I think that's... no, I was wrong. Good job I didn't speak. It's an 8, isn't it? Okay, so now we've got 8s blocking up like this, and there's 1 across here, and the 8 fits there. 8 across here, and up here. I think I'm going to give this game an easy grading. Like I say, they don't give it a level, but I usually do. I think I'm going to give it an easy level, even though it's maybe at the upper end of... There are definitely easier puzzles, let's put it like that. 5 across here and 5 across here. But it's not really much of a challenge, I think, for most players who've played the game once or twice before. That's all you need, really. What's the missing digit up here? Is it a 1? It is. So then a 1 blocking here and here gives us a 1 there. Missing numbers here are 3 and 9. Surprisingly, we don't have a 3 or 9 over here yet. And so this is going to be 3 or 9 as well, isn't it? And we don't have the info down there. Okay. Never mind, there's just 1 empty square down here, so we're sure to be able to get that once we look for it. And when we look for it, we find it is a 9. 9 blocks all the way up here. That gives me a 9 in that square, so 9 blocks there. That will be our 9, excuse me. 9 blocking across here, and this will be our 9. We can say 9 down, 9 up. I think this is the final 9. Yes, it was. There's 1 number to get down here. There's plenty of places with 1 digit left. Let's take them in any way that we fancy. This will be a 6, I feel. Feeling is no good in this game, by the way. You need to be sure. But when I can't think of any other words to say. This would be a 3. 3 blocks across here. So this would be a 3. This would be a 3 here. The last number to place up here, I think, is a 7. 7 blocks down here. That gives us a 7 there. And now 5 finishes off the game. So yes, definitely that was a very fast game. So it definitely only gets an easy level from the Observer, and also demerit points for making me wait so long to play it. Almost, I don't know how many hours late, but many hours late today. Tut tut. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.